Long before Sacramento had a professional sports franchise, the city's sports landscape mainly consisted of minor league or semi-pro baseball. During the 1970s, it was clear one sport was king, and its emperor was Pete Ranzany. As a skinny teenager from Sac High, Pete knew what he wanted to do when he picked up an edition of Ring magazine. Reading an article about Mando Ramos, one of the best fighters from Southern California, his interest was piqued. Then, after watching the legendary Nino Benvenuti, the greatest boxer ever from Italy, defeat Emil Griffith at the famed Madison Square Garden on television, Pete Ranzany was hooked. It was then he made his way to Tommy O'Leary's boxing gym at the corner of 8th and L in downtown Sacramento. In his first amateur fight, Pete fought in the Diamond Belt Championships in San Francisco. His opponent was no match for him, and as Pete won, his counterpart began to cry. Thinking that this may not be the sport for him, he gave it a second thought. After the fight, a child came up to him and asked him for his autograph. At that time, Pete knew he had special talent. 1 year later, in 1970, Pete won the prestigious Golden Gloves Championship. He then joined the Army that same year and won the All-Army Championships. Pete's moment to shine was about to come as he went to the U.S. Olympic trials. There, he defeated future welterweight champion Carlos Palomino, and then went to the final to hopefully earn a spot on Team USA. Pete lost to Sugar Ray Seales in the final, who went on not only to represent the United States, but also won the gold medal in 1972 Olympic Games. Having only 19 amateur fights, Pete felt it was time to turn pro. In his first fight, he broke his hand and knocked out his opponent. He KO'd his first 5 victims, and Pete was rolling. He won 38 of his first 39 fights and won the NABF title 6 times. The first came against Adolfo Virat, who was undefeated at the time. Pete was now holding court at the Memorial Auditorium, where he would sell out the building. In front of raucous crowds, Pete showcased his skills and dazzled fans. He ducked no one and fought legendary opponents Sugar Ray Leonard, Pepino Cuevas, and Wilfredo Benitez. Pete defeated tough fighters like Randy Shields and Sean O'Grady. Overall, Pete won 59 professional bouts with 38 knockouts. His 8 losses came against some of the best the ring has ever seen. Pete fought for the love of the sport. He knew he was fighting for Sacramento. He wanted to bring back the spotlight to boxing, making it more popular in his day than it was before. He loved fighting in Sacramento, evident by his 55 fights in the city and 20 at the Memorial Auditorium, plus 2 outdoors at Hughes Stadium, including a local rivalry against Sal Lopez and world champion Cuevas. Pete Ranzany is a local icon. He displayed himself as a lovable guy in a brutal sport. He loved Sacramento and was honored to fight for this city. He is one of the most well-known figures in our community and loved by all as he put Sacramento on the map in the world of boxing and the world of sports. It is with great pride that we induct boxing legend and all-around fan favorite Pete Ranzany into the Sacramento Sports Hall of Fame.